you. Hey guys, what's up? It's Travis Cronin, reporter for Us Weekly. We are here with the amazing Hilary Duff. This is what my dreams are made of. Hey now. And she's taking your questions, so submit us any questions you have for the amazing and talented actress, singer extraordinaire. Hi. All right, Hills. I am going to start off with tell me about your partnership with Stella, how you entertain for the summer. What are your tips for throwing an amazing party?
So my partnership with Stella Artois is so exciting. We are inspiring people to host one to remember, which is throwing a party that can be casual or extravagant, but including touches that are personal and getting out there and getting all your friends together and throwing something memorable that people will, talk about forever. And basically I got to help co-curate the party, which is exciting because I love to entertain and I love to cook and I love Stella Artois. So some of the elements that I usually have at my house, which are like these little vintage bathtubs filled with whatever we're drinking. I like to give away little potted plants of like succulents or have those be the name holders so people can chalk their names on it and take it home and it kind of lives on.
Yeah.
Or I have like Polaroid cameras scattered around my house so we can document if we don't always remember everything that happens.
Thanks to Stella.
Yeah. What else? Little paper lanterns, but tonight is going to be a lot more extravagant. Stella Artois has such a rich history and a long, it's been around for such a long time that tonight is going to be like incorporating their legacy and the past and bringing it into the future. So it's going to be like a whole like moving experience. There's going to be like actors dressed up and it's going to be really cool.
Wow, that is quite the turned up party.
I don't have those kind of parties at my house, but we get to have those kind of parties when we throw Stella Artois parties.
What's sort of like authentic to a Hilary Duff party? Is it like a pool party? Is it like, the drinks that you serve? Is it the music? Is it like a dance party sesh?
It really depends on if it's like a Luca party or
Right.
an adult party where I don't have him that weekend.
Right.
But still, I'm pretty laid back and casual. We barbecue. I love to cook, and I think that makes a party really memorable. It's cooking because it takes a lot of effort,
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make it memorable, those people don't come back. But we usually end up in the pool. Like I live in California.
Right.
I love to have all my doors open. I love to light candles, put on Spotify. We usually have balloons, or depends on if it's like a birthday, we'll do a photo booth. My best friend curates the best photo booth prop box you've ever seen. She'll spend a month on like Etsy and flea market finds to curate the best box. I'm like, you're sick in the head. Like, who has time to do this? But it makes it so much fun.
I appreciate her.
I know. We had at her birthday, it was like a whole space suit head.
Yeah.
And like just the most random things ever, like big top hats and but really cool stuff. So it made the pictures awesome.
Well, we got some questions. A lot of people say you look amazing, for real. All right, and Elias wants to know, what cartoon is your favorite to watch with your kids? Kid. Kid.
Singular. He's really into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now. And the one that he can watch, because there's so many different kinds right now.
Yeah.
Some are like super violent, some are more like kid friendly for his age. So they're old school, which is actually fun for me because I remember some of them. But he's all about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We also mess with Paw Patrol a little bit.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, I know all the theme songs, which is awesome. And what else? There's a few others we throw in the mix.
And what I want to know, which Mary wants to know, new album, you're in the studio. I loved All About Me. Your last album was so good.
Thank you.
You were gone for too long, Hilary. Don't leave us like that.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
What are you thinking of? What's your vibe? What are you working on?
I did get into the studio about a month ago, so right before I got to New York to start shooting Younger. And I always tend to do that, to jump in and just like dip my toes in and see what I'm feeling and see what's bubbling to the surface, thematically.
Yeah.
And like getting in with a few producers that are like inspiring me at the time. So it's nothing too serious. I mean, they probably won't even make the record, but it's nice to get like the process started. So I have stuff to listen to while I'm here. And yeah, I'm gonna make a new record, but I have no timeline.
Pamela wants to know what artists you listen to. What's like your favorite, like new artists or artists that are like timeless to you?
I have been really just stuck on lemonade,
Good.
like everybody else in the world. So it's not really that interesting.
What's your favorite jam off lemonade? I'm a Freedom.
Freedom is so good. I love Drought right now. I'm kind of like the initial like 4 that got me were like Hold Up,
For sure.
Sorry, all the like bangers. But now I'm into the slower ones, and they're so good. They're really good songs.
She's a goddess among us. It's not
I
fair.
know, it's really not fair. She took too much of all the good stuff and like left us with like greedy Beyonce. It's awesome.
We Love Guacamole wants to know what your workout routine is.
Me too. We Love Guacamole is a great screen name. I'm with you. My workouts always are changing, and being in New York, I'm walking a lot more, so I feel pretty good about that. But I've started up with like Soul Cycle again. I found a cute little gym in my neighborhood that does strength training, so I still do that. I do a lot of stuff with like weighted balls and kettlebells and Spider-Man crawls, which are the worst.
Those are so hard.
They're so hard, and you're like just staring at the end of the room. You're like, I have to go all the way up there. But you know what? I have not been on it like normal. I've kind of just been enjoying myself, which is the opposite of what you're supposed to do before the summer. But I'm happy, so.
Sometimes it goes like that.
I know. I honestly work out because I need it to feel like,
balanced.
just get that, get it out, and I feel so like healthy in my brain and happy. But I'm not like on a specific goal right now.
You look great. Do whatever you're doing. Linnell wants to know, well, what nail polish color is that, which I want to know too.
Don't get too close because it's super chipped. It's an Essie color.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
I think it's a new Essie color. Forgot the name.
And Pat wants to know, what do you help, Luca with homework yet? What's he like, I don't know what kids that age do for homework. What is he learning in school?
So he doesn't get sent home with schoolwork, but there's these amazing books on Amazon that I buy him all the time, like maze books or counting books, or you remember from grade school those like fat lined papers?
Oh yeah.
That you like practice your letters on.
Oh
so we're
yeah.
doing stuff like that, and like kind of brain puzzles, but really simple. And it's so cute. I can't believe he's learning all this stuff. Like sometimes he struggles with it, and sometimes he's just like flying through the book, and he feels so confident about himself. It makes me really happy.
Do kids learn cursive anymore with those line things, or is cursive now officially dead? I think I heard it was dead.
Some schools don't do cursive anymore.
Okay.
It's crazy. Thank God I suck at cursive.
Me too.
I'm gonna have to teach him these things. Like I stopped going to school in 3rd grade. I'm really gonna have to like keep up with what he's learning.
You're gonna be like reading textbooks for like 5th grade.
Seriously. For the first time. That's a scary thought.
Rhoda wants to know, are we ever gonna hear you sing on Younger?
Oh, we sang the other day on Younger. It wasn't very good. Kelsey's not a good singer.
Okay.
Darren made it very clear that Kelsey and Liza are not good singers. We sing on set all the time just for fun. But we went to this awesome bar in the West Village called Marie's Crisis.
Oh yeah, of
Have you been
course.
there?
Of course, yeah.
They do only show tunes, people. It's just like a bunch of drunk people around a piano singing only Broadway show tunes. So we sang Be Our Guest. And we sang Let's Go Fly a Kite. And it was awesome because this is a little bit of a sneak peek, but Miriam, Diana Trout's character, and Kelsey go out and get drunk together. And Diana only had a Laura bar for lunch, so you can imagine how the episode ends.
So did you have to like do it a few times to like sing badly because you're used to like singing it well?
We didn't. We sang it the first time, and we had these little like earwigs in.
Yeah.
It was very annoying because there was like a whole bar full of people, but none of them could sing because they wanted to get our
Audio
voices like clear, and so we had to sing just like in front of the whole bar with no piano and just like a little crappy earwig in.
Yeah.
And we couldn't hear very well, so we were like singing different stuff, and finally the director was like, stop worrying about what you sound like, you're not supposed to be good singers. And we were like, oh, right.
Vanessa wants to know, and I always wonder this, like the paparazzi gets you all the time, it feels like all eyes are on you, how do you deal with that? Or is, you've had experience for a while, so is it sort of something that's just become part of your life?
Yeah, it's been something that's been in my life for a while, I guess it kind of becomes normal, but you always get taken a little off guard. I guess if we're filming on the street, I'm going to expect it, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't always be ready, so sometimes it's a little shocking or whatever if you're just walking and then someone starts taking your picture. Like in LA, I already know they're following me because they're following my car, and I usually know their cars, or I can tell if someone's following me.
Right.
But sometimes you'll be walking on the street here in New York, and then you'll just like, someone will pop out around the corner and be like, and you're like, oh shit. Okay, what am I doing? Act normal.
They come out of nowhere, so you're just like shopping by yourself, like talking to your friend, and then you're on a paparazzi photo shoot on the street.
Yes, and then you're like, God, I don't know. I always feel so awkward to like smile big, like, I love this, you know, like, I never know what to do, and I've been doing this for so long.
This isn't invasive at all, don't worry about it.
I know.
Leslie wants to know, would you ever do a Lizzie McGuire reboot?
There was talks of it last year, but I don't think so. Maybe in another 10 years or something.
Okay, wait a little bit longer.
Lizzie really needs to have her life sorted out because she was kind of a mess. So
she was. What do you think Lizzie would be doing now? What do you think her career would be now? Creative type.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she'd be working in an office, like trying to. I think she'd be kind of doing what Kelsey was doing, but just not as like much of a ball buster.
Right, and
I
not
think
as
she'd still be like running into things and like screwing up massively in the office.
And Brittany wants to know, what's your favorite place to be on any given day? Like, what's sort of your like safe?
In my backyard with Luca, just doing whatever we want.
And what does Luca have in the backyard? What are his like playground sort of things that he's into?
Well, he's really into soccer right now, and we have 2 years ago I put an in-ground trampoline, so we love that.
Best mom ever.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm about to build. I'm doing a little remodel on my house right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to build like a jungle gym with like a tree house, and but I'm gonna try to make it really cool so he doesn't outgrow it. Like all the ones you buy are like bright blue, and I kind of want it to be a little cooler than that.
So when he's like preteens, he can still go in his like cool tree house.
Or I'll go in there.
Or you'll go in there.
We're also gonna do a chicken coop, so I think that'll be something good for him to grow up with. You know, I'm a Texas kid, so living in LA, that's such a different experience, and I never thought I'd raise a kid that lived in LA, as much as I love it there.
Do you feel like odd mom out, sort of?
Cleaning up chicken coop.
So what's the difference between being like a Texas mom and like an LA mom? You know, they're much more like spiritual sort of in LA. What's sort of the biggest difference you found from LA kids versus your Texas upbringing?
Man, I don't know because I don't spend that much time in Texas anymore.
Right.
But you know, I had such a free childhood. Like my young childhood was like riding bikes. We lived in the hill country. My mom would like literally lock us out of the house and be like, "Go find something to do." And here, everything like the play is so much more guarded, and like there's helicopter bombs, and like rightly so. I mean, you always want your kid to be kind and make sure your kid's being kind to.
Yeah, being kind.
Yeah.
Being kinded.
Being kinded. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's just also a different time where parents are a little more like overprotective and stuff. But I'm still grateful to have the roots that I have, and I hope that when he's old enough, he'll go to my summer camp in Texas and like have some of those experiences.
It's beautiful. All right.
And then I'll rent a house really close so I don't have to be far from him. I'll be a camp counselor.
Is it so hard for you to leave him, especially, you know, for any extent of time? I'm sure it's the hardest thing in the world.
The first 2 days, I'm like, yeah.
Right.
And then I'm just like full-blown depression, so it's tough.
A lot of people want to know where that amazing jacket is from.
Oh, it's Raquel Allegra.
It is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Haley wants to know, would you ever consider having more kids down the line, or you think you're good at one?
I definitely want to have more kids. If and when the time is right, you know, when the person is right. All of those things obviously play like a huge factor. And I'm so close with my sister. We're like 2.5 years apart, and I always thought I'd have, you know, more kids sooner, and that wasn't my story. And I'm so at peace with it now. I'm so enjoying like just having him and getting to give him so much of my time, you know, and my focus. And he's really not like a spoiled only child. He's such a good like even-keeled kid. It's awesome. It's really cool to just have the experience with one.
Well, I'm gonna come join Hilary for a beer now.
Yeah. Oh, I'll pour it for you.
All right. Thanks.
Where's that little opener?
I don't
Oh,
know.
here it is.
All right. Hilary's gonna entertain. She's gonna pour us a Stella. We're so excited, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Hilary's gonna throw an amazing party tonight.
Yes.
Check
Wish I could send you a beer through the through the telly.
She's sending you guys a beer through the interwebs, and check Us Weekly for all of it. And thank you, Hilary.
Bye,
Oh,
guys.
sweet.
Yeah.
Cheers.